back up and go investigate. Go bring the little boy back. Penroth.
Yes.
Back to his adoptive parents and the adults back in the house who are in the process of fixing dinner for everyone. And as you came up, you saw a halfling paladin stepping up from the road. And as he opened his mouth to introduce himself, you hear a scream from the barn.
Yep.
And I'm assuming since you guys are already on this map, I didn't give you guys an option. But if you guys want to go somewhere else, you can. But I'm assuming you guys are going to the barn to investigate.
No, I decided to retire from adventuring and go back to Neverwinter.
Okay. All right.
I'm going back.
So,
I'm going back to Waterdeep.
So Yezu is no longer here. He doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, where'd you put my character?
How much of it, but I'm not
You
gonna
decided to retire.
So you guys go to the barn area, and you see, basically it's kind of all the same as it was for the most part, but you see, hang on, where am I? You see Werner sprinting from the barn, limping on an injured leg. There are two red furred goats chasing him, making tortured, raspy sounds you might expect to hear from the abyss. Moments later, the rest of the goats, red fur brothers and sisters, emerge. Behind the lot comes a two-headed goat that since you left the barn has grown to the size of a horse. Its newly sprouted horns look like curved pitchforks.
Could have said I told you so.
I mean, that's not going to change the situation.
There goes, note yourself. Next time you see red baby goats, murder them.
Eh.
Well, I think it's good time to go make the mutton.
I guess, yeah. Protein's protein.
Protein's protein.
I'm pretty sure abyssal mutton is probably not healthy.
I'm sure it is if you cook it enough.
I would say that you probably don't want to eat this meat. It's just a guess.
All right.
It's the other dark meat.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Do you actually have by the way, I have a character. Do you actually have that mustache?
Do I have that mustache? No.
No, your character. Does Renault have that mustache?
Renault does not have Dirk Dastardly's mustache. No.
That's just his...
What mustache?
On his Oh wait, I don't even know if you have the avatar thing enabled. It's on his avatar.
Oh no, I keep that turned off.
So, that's fair.
So you guys see three small, normal-looking goats, other than the fact that they're red, obviously, and one large goat behind them. You also see the mother goat that birthed these demon spawn things in the barn with three of her kids huddling around her.
Oh, you mean back in the barn?
In the barn. Yeah, it's in the barn. So everybody roll initiative.
God damn it. Alright, so we click our icon and then...
That's the wrong thing.
We didn't get an hour rest, did we?
No.
No, you did not. You did not get any rest.
It was worth asking.
So if you have to click your icon, click your thingy, and then do that, paste that thing.
There, Jesus.
Okay.
Mine whispered to you, but it put me on the thing.
So
All right,
didn't
so
I
work.
got a 13 on the first roll, but I hadn't clicked my guy, so I didn't know that.
Mine didn't work, but I got a 12.
I'll put it in there.
Thanks, buddy.
You got a 13. And Haki didn't do his right either.
Hmm?
You
I just
didn't
cut and
click
paste what you told me to.
You didn't
Yeah.
click your token
Yeah, right.
Oh wait, I didn't cut and paste.
since
Whoops.
no one listens to me.
Yeah, if you click your. I listen. I'm
Oh,
on the
hey,
turn
I
order.
can edit my HP now.
All right.
I should have
I
full
want my other
HP.
Instructions unclear.
So, you hear one of the small goats make a god awful noise, and start charging towards you.
Of course.
Gah.
And Anvir is back at the barn chasing chickens right now.
Oh yeah, he returned to his chicken
And
chasing.
so Anvir is back at the barn chasing chickens. He got distracted, and Balshor is wandering around, kind of resting on a hay bale. Not
Vampires
very.
Decided to
all
take a
those
nap.
goats to chase chickens.
No,
So what?
Belshore is not going to be out chasing chickens. He's way too lazy
Aren't-
for that.
The barn's
Aren't
right
we
there.
at the barn?
That's why I was
Right here,
pointing.
chasing chickens in front of these demon goats.
He was really obsessed with the chickens. It seems like.
Oh yeah, Anvir, yes. Anvir was, definitely. Anvir's got a thing
So
for chickens, apparently.
next up, Yezu, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Guess I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast at the close one.
Okay.
Is it?
You have range for that? What's the range?
It's 120 feet.
Okay, you're good.
It's a +5.
1,000.
Indeed. 14.
I am fairly certain that a 14 hits. Yes, 14 hits.
That's a lot
So
of...
roll your damage.
9 force damage.
9 force damage. Wow.
Yo, that's a lot of damage.
Is your Eldritch Blast? Is that your at will? I mean your not
It's
at will.
cantrip.
Cantrip.
Yeah, it's 1d10 damage.
So you send an Eldritch Blast at the small innocent looking goat, except for the fact that it's red, hitting it and blasting it back, doing 9 points of damage, singeing all of its fur off, and it is a dead goat.
Better
Alright.
safe than sorry.
That just happened.
Why are they all like? Here we go.
Nope.
Why are they all like that? Damn it to hell.
Nope and fitting.
The gnomes who stare at goats.
Oh, God.
Namaste.
Hang on. I'm having to make some modifications here real quick.
Just watch out in case those feet from on our right flank decide to hop that
Okay.
fence.
There we go. So he is dead. All right. And are you moving?
No.
So
Okay.
that would be splitting.
Splitting, yeah. So Aearil, you're up.
Alright. As my action, I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I am dying.
Okay.
You're not dying.
Well, I mean, we're all kind of dying.
A little bit.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Nobody's...
Getting a +5. Back at 8. All right.
As a bonus action, I would like to give our melee expert, because he's probably going to run up and get close and personal with these goats, inspiration.
Is that Golthi or Renault?
She doesn't know me. Probably Renault.
Well,
Okay.
I saw the one guy running up and meleeing everything and whatnot with the
Okay.
wolves, so
All right.
it's pretty much a safe bet that he's probably going to run up and charge at the goats and smack them to death.
Right. So
Yeah,
Golthi,
that's-
take a 1d6 inspiration.
You can use that for
I
your
still have one
skills,
from last
saves,
time I
or
haven't
attacks.
It lasts
I
like
st-
10 minutes, but you might
Oh,
still have
okay.
it.
Yes. Oh yeah, he still has one.
Oh, you
Yeah.
still
Well, how
have.
long did it take us to get here?
I still have one from last time, and we never rested.
Yeah. Let's just call it. So yeah, he still has one, so you can give one to somebody else then.
See, there was a benefit to not resting.
Yeah. Anybody else with a melee weapon that I can see?
I'm wearing mail.
I have 2 swords.
No, I'll give the person who's wearing Mel the bardic inspiration.
Oh, I see how it is.
Reno, take a 1d6 inspiration. And the way that works is anytime you roll a attack or a skill check, save, something like that, you can add a 1d6 to it.
But you
Okay.
have to do it before the outcome is decided.
Yes.
All right. So you're done. Alexia.
Yeah, unless I can use another bonus action and give water
Okay.
breath. since he's a
I didn't know if
little
you. Are you going to move or are you going to stay where you are?
big. No, I'm gonna move behind everybody.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll move back there.
All right. So the other goat is going to run up to you guys, which I actually think I did this wrong because I think I was supposed to have them start closer to you guys, but well.
I don't know. Maybe the goats have a poor Maybe the goats have a crappy strategist.
Well, I mean, they are babies.
Demonic babies.
I was
So
gonna say I don't
that's-
know too much about the lifespan of demonic babies.
All right. So Reno, you're up.
Pretty much as soon as you're born, you're an adult.
Are these normal sized, small, or
The regular goats are medium beasts.
Okay.
And they are unaligned.
And Two-Face back there is a large.
actually? Actually, I haven't. We've already killed one, but I haven't seen them take any action yet. I'm going to step forward and take a defensive posture.
Okay. So that gives you advantage on attack against you, right?
How does
I
that
have
work?
no idea. I will look it up while we move on.
I want to do that.
I believe I. I'm not sure if you can do that. I don't know if it's gonna do anything for you.
That's fine.
Check. Anyways.
Worst case scenario, I'm holding action.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yeah.
so if you want to hold your action, you can go back to where you were and hold your action until something happens, or you can hold your turn until something happens, and we can just insert you back into the turn order when the next time that happens. Then whatever something happens, you want.
Will it change your initiative?
So it won't change his initiative. He'll keep the same initiative, and then when say when he wants to come back into it, he will be able to take his turn.
Excellent.
So is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll wait until one of the goats actually hits somebody, even if it's me.
Okay. All right. All right. So Walker, you're up.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, so you're holding your turn.
Yes, I'll hold my turn until a goat attempts to attack. Until a goat attacks someone.
Okay.
Oh, let's just give the Creek goats a shot.
All right.
Well, I am a lawful good character.
And I already have a history of sparing demon goats,
I do not. But, yeah.
but you're lawful good, so that's close enough.
Lawful
the
good
two-
doesn't mean lawful nice.
True.
the two goats run up toward you guys, and then you hear a large goat, 2 heads, red, making a awful, just demonic sound,
Demon farts.
running up behind his brothers and sisters,
It's
Propelled by
siblings.
demon farts.
propelled by demon farts.
All right.
All right, and Golthi, you're up. Tzeentch,
Yes.
You're up.
Okay, how far in range are you fuckers? Ugh, fuck, I'm 30 feet.
You can make that.
You can reach the small one.
You
Okay.
can move through an ally.
Oh wait, crap.
Sorry, what?
Kick his ass.
Oh, it was from here. Okay, yeah. Alright. What's my main attack roll again? I'm trying to roll that.
He's a wood elf, right?
No, he's a half-orc.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Apparently, she is a half-orc.
Yes. 2d6 plus 5. 3?
Yeah, you gotta roll to attack
No,
first. And what are you attacking?
Sorry, I'm fucking retarded. Give me a second here.
I thought you were a half-orc.
The only, well, I'm gonna attack the only goat in range.
Uh-huh.
And if I fail this roll, I will roll the inspiration. I do not think that failed.
Nope, that hits. Roll your damage.
Is there a bonus for inspiration or no?
No, but inspiration is only for your
Attack,
d20s.
attack, saves, or skills.
Okay. Times 10.
So 2d6. So you're attacking with your
maul.
The maul. Okay.
Yes, big blunt weapon.
Okay. So yeah, you swing and smash a small goat under the maul. It is splooted on the ground quite a bit, enough to kill it. So it is another dead
You're
goat.
saying it's been mauled.
It has been mauled.
I was gonna say it looks hammered.
Also a good one.
That's a good one.
All right, and sure, they're not here. So our goat friend that is still alive here is going to. What's he going to do? He's going to take his movement and back up away from Golthi.
They show signs of basic intelligence.
Oh no, yeah,
And-
shoots a Kamehameha.
Is going to look at Golthi and basically like paw at the ground, and it is going to charge you.
Wait, it can do that?
Yep.
It can disengage and then charge? Oh damn.
It wasn't
Didn't
engaged.
disengage.
Or well, not disengage, but it can move and then charge as part of its move?
Charge
Yes.
is not a
Towards an attack. If the goat is moved more than 20 feet straight forward, and then hits with a ram attack.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's going to attack.
And if you have to roll any saves, you can use that inspiration.
So that is a
If you think so. Often.
13.
He does not break my armor class of 15.
So he runs at you and tries to ram you. You definitely dodge out of the way, and it fails to attack.
You're going to pet it with your maul.
And so you guys both said you were waiting on an attack for
Yes.
it. So Reno, I think, had a higher.
It's
So
failed!
Reno. So, are you take your turn now?
Yep. Bashy.
Okay. Bashy.
Yeah, not so bashy. Well, no, I still hit it. I just did hardly no damage.
Oh.
So, you roll a 16 that hits, and you did 3 damage. So, you come down. You've got a short sword.
Warhammer.
Okay. So you're coming down with your warhammer, and you hit it really well in the head, and it makes an awful noise, and it is looking very rough.
Me think the goats are sickly.
Yeah, think?
And Walker, you're up.
Short swords.
Short swords, okay.
There.
Oh, I thought he said Zords.
I wish.
Short swords.
Short swords. Chop.
It's only the feet.
All right. So roll for your attack.
I think I hit it.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage. Yeah, and you manage to lop the head off the small goat in the process. So that is a very dead goat.
Not sure if we're still in the tutorial or if this game is actually this easy.
But we're level
All
1.
right.
Well, we have not actually fought.
Damage we could do to you.
We fought
All right.
wild animals.
So Yezu, you are up.
All right, we're going to fire a blast at the big one,
All right, that hits.
and crap.
You see the blast leave your hand. You go out. This big blast of energy. It goes out, strikes the goat, and it just kind of makes a kind of a grunting noise at you, and doesn't really even react much past just kind of making a little bit of grunt.
Be like the Three Stooges. Tarantula, you just shot 5 holes in the divot.
All right. Are you taking any movement?
Nope.
Okay. And this guy is dead. All right, Aearil.
Is that just a road or is that a fence right there? Hold on.
The thing, yeah, that's just a road.
Okay. So because difficult terrain and shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to move so I can actually hit the goat without having penalty of shooting through teammates.
I mean, Yezu has had no issue with that. Also, is that a rock?
You don't need to worry about it. It will. There's no. You're assumed that you can step out of the side. There's no shooting. I don't think there's any shooting through spaces.
Oh, there's any in melee shooting in melee.
Yeah, if you're in melee, you get it. You get. I think it's. I gotta look.
Well, do you take a penalty for firing a weapon into melee though? Like if firing a ranged weapon into somebody else who's fighting?
No. There's no penalty for that. It's if you are in melee.
Gotcha.
You take a
disadvantage
penalty, and I gotta look what the penalty is. All
Okay.
right, so hand crossbow 23. That certainly hits. So roll your damage.
Invisible roll.
1d6 plus 3.
It's 6 damage. So quite a bit more of an effect than Yezu's bolt. It gets a bolt stuck in its side, and it makes a awful some awful noise. I don't know what it does.
And as a bonus
as a bonus action.
action, I will give Walker inspiration.
Okay, so that's your 3, right?
That is all 3.
Okay.
Until
Walker.
a longer short rest.
Right.
Kaioken.
Walker, you get a 1d6 inspiration die.
Ha 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 ha.
I hope it tries to go past you guys and attack me because, bonus attack of opportunity,
I don't know if that'll work because I don't know if it'll actually leave our threatened squares. But hey.
It's not engaged, so it has to go through your threatened squares to get to me, unless it has to just go around through a bush.
I mean, it can just go straight up and around us if it chooses to.
There's a bush right there, and I'm behind a fence.
Well, we'll find out. Let's find out.
Yeah. All right. So Renault, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it won't be able to do that because I'm going to threaten its squares.
Threaten those squares.
All right.
And I'm going to hit it with a hammer.
All right. Roll for attack.
Or I'm not going to hit it with a hammer.
No, roll your inspiration.
Or I was like,
No.
I can do that, yes.
So
You
that
wish-
does hit, and you do your 7 damage. So you come in and you barely hit it. You it starts to go out of the way, and you just a little bit at the last second, and you're able to land your attack.
All right.
All right. Walker, you're up.
I'm flanking around to the other side. And I'll make my attack.
Do they have advantage with flanking?
No.
Not at that angle.
No. Rogues get sneak attack damage for flanking, but nobody else does.
No, advantage and a sneak
I don't
attack.
suppose a 9 would
No.
hit, does it?
7 does not hit.
How does the inspiration die work?
You roll a d6, and you add that to your attack.
Alright, does a 9 hit?
Oh, you rolled a d6. No, a 9 does not hit.
Can I use 2 weapon finding as a bonus action still?
Okay, so roll for your second attack.
Inspiration is used, so you can't use it again.
Alright, does that hit?
13 does hit.
Let me check the damage on it. Okay. I think. Let me read the description. Okay.
Be a 1d6 plus 3.
Modifiers are not added to the extra attack.
Oh,
Unless they're negative, but they're not.
okay. All right, so 4 damage. So you come down on its back and make a nice little gash in its back. It squeals and rears up and makes some really awful noises.
Yeah, it deflected
Right.
my first attack and then it gave me the opening to hit it the second time.
Okay. And now it's its turn.
It casts Fireball.
No, it casts Eldritch Blast at you.
Right. All right. So it is going to make a ram attack against Walker, and that is a not going to hit.
Ha
That is that's a 10. I don't think that's going to hit you, is it?
Nope, I take a
Unless
short
it's
hop
got negative
back and
dex.
avoid its head.
I choose
Alright.
to believe that it hit you and bounced off.
So it's going to make its second attack against Reno, and that is a 13 against your AC.
He's gonna need another 5 on that.
All right. So he bangs. He tries to ram you, and you manage to block it. It deflects its attack. All right, and
shield?
that's.
What was that?
He is not.
Yes, I
using
have a shield.
Okay.
Yes, I am using a shield. Warhammer is a one-handed weapon.
That's what I figured. I don't know. You might be crazy and be using a larger hammer.
That would be a maul.
Do you have your? Okay, you do have your shield. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
All right. Golthi, you're up.
Okay. Does the goat have high enough strength to resist a grapple check? Let me think.
It's a demon goat, so who knows?
Maybe.
You
No,
can
I'm
find
just
out.
gonna roll up on the fucker and raid.
The orc that grapples goats.
So are you going to rage?
Yeah, I'm going to raid.
Rage. That is the
But it's
most peaceful rage I've ever heard. I would like to rage.
Please rage.
And 18 does hit. Go over roll your damage. And 13, nice. It is looking real rough. You come down and hit it in the head. It makes that same kind of really kind of noise and
Which
but
Yeah.
yeah, which yeah. But it's kind of sounding a little sadder and a little forlorn.
You just want some friends.
So, all right. So you're done with your turn? Yep. And Yezu, you're up.
Shoot it.
Pew pew pew.
Nope, miss.
You fire a bolt and it goes sailing past Golthi's head, almost striking him instead of the goat. He goes flying past into the side of the barn. You manage to hit the broadside of the barn.
Well done.
Hey,
But not
let's
the
see
goat.
y'all control the forces of manifested sanity. See how you do.
Maybe I should have given you the inspiration.
All right. Are you moving? Or are you doing anything?
Nope, no reason to move.
Okay. Aearil, you're up.
So there's some,
Sorry?
carry on.
Wow, there's only one thing to do.
Try and take over the world.
All right, you fire your crossbow and you land your shot. You embed that crossbow right in its head.
Is it a unigoat now?
It is not a unigoat.
Wait,
It's
what?
almost dead ago.
What part of its head
All right.
did it hit? Actually, wait. There's 2 heads. I forgot about that.
There's-
Yeah.
In the left head, and you see that head just kind of slump over. It's still there. It can still attack, but it goes limp for a second and sits back up. But it's a little wobbly and it looks like it's not much. There's not much left in it. You do anything else? Moving or anything?
Sure, I move. I move across the road on the other side of the fence.
All right, Renault, you're up. You moving? Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving.
All right, Renault, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit it
Go for it.
with a hammer.
Hit it. Hit it real good.
How's that?
And that is a hit.
Woo!
And with that, you
Real
come
good
down come down on the head that was not flopping around like a wet fish,
Oh, the right head.
and you end up braiding the goat.
Oh.
The goat head goes limp, and the whole body just kind of collapses to the ground. And that is a dead, two-headed demon goat.
Hooray!
Click. That was easy.
I have clobbered the evil.
You have
Ah.
clobbered the evil.
Good job.
Well,
Good job,
4
Shane.
down, 3 more to go.
Man, maybe more. We left a living female in the presence of a demon goat.
So the other 3 goats are actually still in the barn. They are just around their mother. They're not engaging. So
They're not
you got
engaging
it,
in
your
any suspicious activities.
they're not engaging in any suspicious activity. They're not engaging in anything. They're just laying around their mother.
They're red too, right?
Yes.
Yes, they are red as well.
They're also Native American.
I feel like we ought to probably kill them too, just to be safe.
Who is the mother heavily pregnant again?
No, it does. It has already had its babies.
What is she doing?
She's just laying in the hay with her kids.
On the bright
Okay.
side, it can't get pregnant again if they just had a kid.
Well, we're talking about demonics here. They don't exactly follow the same rules.
Well, no, the goat's a normal one. The children are demonics.
I will open up my divine senses
The
if
hell
we
are
are no
those?
longer in combat.
What does it look like? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't think it looks like anything. It just lets me detect evil forces.
Oh, so your eyes start glowing.
You
Does it?
detect evil forces.
No, it's divine sense, not detect evil. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like noxious odors, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
You do not get any response, one way or another.
I suppose I should know if they're too far away.
Even if they were within, I'll say you were 60 feet, that you would still not get any response.
Okay, well then I have no concern for these strangely red goats.
I mean, they don't seem to be doing anything.
I would leave it up to the owner to decide whether or not to murder them, but keep in mind what just happened.
Yeah, well, I left it to the owner the first time, and it turned out fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Golthi has
no one got injured. We took down the evil goat.
Yes, someone got injured.
In
They
fact,
killed
no.
with a bitten leg.
No one got
so yeah.
No, we came out of this encounter with more health than we started with.
Yeah. So Werner has run away from the barn.
Yeah, we should probably get him
he's
back.
He's back at the farmhouse. Probably getting patched up, my guess.
Let's check up with him.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you guys get back to
Oh shit!
what?
Golthi is just going into the barn.
Oh. Is Golthi attacking the remaining goats?
Apparently,
I haven't heard one way or another, so
I haven't either.
I just saw an attack girl.
I just saw him.
well, that was
Oh,
Renault.
that's Renault.
No,
Tzeentch,
sorry,
were
I
you-
accidentally moved.
Okay.
He got possessed and started walking towards the barn without.
Must kill goats.
Okay. So you guys go back to the farmhouse to talk with B, the old lady in the farmhouse who had the children and was fixing dinner.
Yes, because we should do that. Also take a nap.
I'm gonna be like, hey.
So yes,
Wait, who are you saying that
you
to?
have this gives Reno a chance to introduce himself.
Oh yeah, I
In general-
turned to you. I was like, "All right, who the hell are you?"
I put my warhammer, my bloodied warhammer back on my ring, and I'm like, Oh, hi, I'm Renault. Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
So you notice that he has the same pin that you all have,
Right.
and showing that he was also selected by the Harpers to come to this area and investigate some of the strange goings on.
Well, I'm not rude. I give him my name. Aearil.
you
I'm
just
not rude.
you just
I've
stand,
given my
you
name.
just stand there and go, Aearil.
I was gonna say that's my that's my style of
To
delivery.
myself.
All right. So you guys all introduce yourselves.
Here's Walker.
A
And
pleasure
so
to meet you all.
so you walk back. As you're walking back up to the farmhouse, you see Werner come out. And his leg has been patched up, and he goes, What was that? The babies, they went nuts, and the big one, it tried to kill me. What's going on?"
I was gonna say that's my question, bub.
Demon goats. I mean, were you not? Did the fact that it did not have two heads, like,
And was red.
tip you off? And was yes, and was red.
I shrug.
What happened to them?
What happened immediately before they went nuts?
Did you notice
Nothing
anything
happened.
strange before?
I was in the barn with them, and I noticed, while you guys were gone, I noticed the one that had two heads it just kept getting a little bigger and bigger. I knew it was weird. It's strange, but there's been a lot of strange things going on here recently.
Mhm.
Oh, lovely.
Like what?
Yeah.
I heard some things going on over at one moment. Written down.
Should try
Werner
turning
pulls
it
out
off.
a little book.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, did you try turning it off and back on again?
The book's title is Google.
I think he tried to turn off the goat, and that's why he attacked him.
I know there's been a lot of people getting lost out at the near the Manther's forest. I know that's one strange thing. There's a lot of people that have gone out there to visit the shrine, and they don't ever get out. They never come back.
What shrine?
Why would they go out if no one's come back?
Well, it's people coming from all over the place. It's not just this just started happening recently. It's not like this has been going on for years. There's a spring out there that people travel to visit.
So maybe someone should put a marker on the sign saying "Do not enter."
Do not enter. You're not coming back, buddy.
When does that
What?
work?
I'm sure
Well,
somebody.
that's just. There's lots of rumors going around. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh,
I've been
rumors,
working.
great.
I sit around and I'm a farmhand on a farm, and
Right.
So you're saying then that you don't know.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Hmm.
From who?
Travelers, folks walking on the road, coming by and dropping off goods or buying things from the farm.
They want us to slaughter the other three red devil goats.
We didn't even tell him we killed the first 4.
Well, their corpses are lying all over the place, so I would guess it's obvious.
Yeah, but we're back at the farmhouse, right?
Can I roll a insight to see, what the odds are of him actually knowing anything important?
Sure.
Please roll a 1.
Damn it.
You are feeling that he is being very honest with you and telling you everything he knows. He is just a very simple farm boy who
Does farm things.
probably hears some things on the road, but
He likes not getting eaten
he
by
doesn't-
demon goats.
he
Or
doesn't get
other
out
demon
very
things.
much. This farm is pretty much his entire world.
I can show
So,
you the
He's gonna know very little of importance. Got it.
Correct.
Well, you mentioned some ruins we might want to take a look at.
Also a spring. Also a shrine. Also a
So
gem.
you also remember that the old lady in the farmhouse offered for you guys to have dinner.
Yes, we should get
once
that before
I
once
need
heading out.
to
everything.
rest. I'm not gonna go anywhere. So if you guys want to
Actually,
spring
wait a
on,
minute. How late is
All
it
right.
in the day? We might actually want to break in game for A, dinner,
It-
B, actual sleep, and then we'll head out in the morning.
So you guys walk back into the farmhouse, and you see Pineroth is back in the house, and everyone's sitting down at a big long table, getting ready to eat dinner. She sees you all walk back in and goes, "Oh, Penroth has been telling me what's going on. Thank you
Ah.
guys for rescuing him. I had no idea that he had gotten out and gotten into all that mess out in the forest.
Could have
And
been worse.
what was that? What was that screaming we heard down from the barn?
Devil
demonic
goats.
goats.
Oh shit! On that note, I actually go back down to the corpses and burn them.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure they're flammable.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
good boy.
I
never know unless you try.
salt and burn the demon goat.
The corpses are on fire in near the barn. So that can't be a bad thing, right?
No, in a
so
wooden ditch or dirt in
A
a
wooden
ditch.
ditch.
right. So you guys are sitting around and telling her about the demon goats, and she is surprised, but she also says, "Yeah, there have been some strange things going around in the area. Um, I know. I know there.
Era would like to chime in.
Hang on one. And a name.
Is there
No.
a map of the inside of the farmhouse?
I know Constance. She hasn't had any issues necessarily with demons or any kind of weird goats. I know she's been having trouble with the red plume coming by, and I know she's had a lot of trouble. She's just down the road and at the Good Root beet farm.
Thank you, I was about to ask.
Hmm.
Yeah, Era would also like to point out there's still a few of the offspring remaining that are red, but they are not aggressive as of yet.
There is
Or
no
would you
evil.
like to be done with those?
There is no evil in them.
They seem like they're just goats, but I mean, I can't imagine we want those going very far. I mean, we certainly don't want to see any of our customers seeing those. They would probably people would be running for the hills.
I mean, that's your call. They're your goats.
I think we'll take care of them if they're not being aggressive and they're just goats. I mean, I certainly appreciate you all taking care of that big one. That sounds a little scary.
She'll also chime in, huh? Saves money on red dye.
Maybe we'll have to see. And so you all sit down for a meal. She also
Is it mutton?
gives you a bag with a bunch of different items. Some a keg of a couple kegs of homemade cider,
Dibs.
just a necklace, a basket full of fresh strawberries, and some other fruits and vegetables. And so if you want to keep it, if you want to take some of it, you can divvy that up. The whole thing together is worth about 150 gold if you guys find somewhere to sell it eventually.
I'm gonna
Or we
eat the
can just-
strawberries.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna eat some of those strawberries.
So she takes this basket of things and a couple of things. She's like, we don't have a whole lot, but we grow this stuff and we make our own cider, and we really appreciate you guys helping us out. And certainly on a last minute thing, we had no idea what was going on, so we appreciate your help. Here, this is a necklace I've had. You guys take it, and there's cider and fruit and vegetables in here. hopefully that'll be of some help to you guys.
Why
Here,
don't you
sit down, and have dinner with us.
Hey,
Bust
knuckle
out
pass.
I'm
the
already at the
violin
table.
and play some soft music.
Not gonna pass up free food.
All right, so you guys sit down and have a meal. And she also says, I know you guys are on the road, and there's not much around in this area other than some farms and a few other things. If you want, you're welcome to stay in the area and rest the night. I don't have any rooms in the house, but you're welcome to stay outside in the barn or in the shed outside with where we keep the hay.
Yeah, that'd be great if you got some spare stuff.
So, all right. So if you guys want, you guys can take a long rest.
Yep, taking advantage of this rustic hospitality background I have.
And that does something.
Replenishes bardic inspiration and spell slots.
Oh, you can. Okay, that's right. You can find a place to rest with people, right?
Yeah, in case this lady was less than friendly, but it probably is fine here.
Yeah. No, she's more than willing to. They're used to having people come and go. Obviously, from all the kids you see there, they adopt and house lots of people and kill children. So they know that there's a lot of people that are cast out or pushed out from the city.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How much exchange did we get for that one encounter?
All right. I'll get. So you gotta do that now.
Over 9,000.
Nope. Let's see. Just 5. So you get 26 and keep in mind you also got the silver sickle from the
Oh yeah, we got it from that one guy
from the guy in the
in the woods.
guy in the woods, and then you get the items from the basket of items from the lady at the farm in the farmhouse.
Uh-huh.
What was the XP total?
626.
26. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you.
626.
Well, no, 26. You also have you're also given a potion of healing and a potion of alchemist's fire.
Ooh.
And that's
Carries
from
stuff.
that was from the druid in the forest. So somebody mark down a potion of healing and a potion of alchemist fire.
I'm just going to add the other potion of healing since I already have one. It's easier to mark down. Somebody else wants to take the alchemist fire.
I already have a ranged attack, so a thrown weapon is useless to me. Be one of the melee fighters should probably take it.
Hey Golthi, you like setting things on fire, right? You should take it. Even if you have javelins.
I'm going to run
Tzeentch,
for it and use it as a
You
grenade.
there? Tzeentch here?
Sorry, I keep getting phone
still-
calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so that is it is a improvised weapon. You can, as an action, you can throw it, and it shatters on impact, making a ranged weapon attack against the creature or object. And on hit, it takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each turn.
It's probably quick lime.
It is a sticky adhesive fluid that ignites when exposed to air.
Yeah, that's quick lime.
All right. So you guys have rested. So any spell slots you guys use, you get back. Any health you are hurt, you heal. And so going back to decide where you guys want to go next, what you guys would like to do. Keep in mind you have the madman ramblings are what the guy said when you guys saw him at the beginning. That
The second runs red with the blood of roots, wherein Eris lies and hides her pain in long wooden boxes. She hides more than that, though, but only to keep what is hers.
Well,
Unless
blood
you-
of roots would be beets.
Yep. Oh, and the third one is a spring. So that's what that, or at least at the spring of blessed life. So that's the mention. So that was briefly mentioned. And then fourth holds great thundering beasts. Not sure about that one yet. And the fifth probably is the ruined mention.
Yeah, we're just going down the list. The beet farm down the road would be the place to go.
Might as well.
all right. So you guys say your goodbyes to B. Thank her for letting you rest and food and items, and start making your way down the road towards what you now know from B telling you about it was Good Root Farm. This is a place famous for its beet crop. And you figured out that the bandman's words spoke of the good roots, the fields surrounding this farm, teem with laborers, mostly non-humans, picking beets. Some of the beets you see are being harvested are twice as large as a halfling's head. As you approach, you see a smaller farmhouse kind of in the middle of the fields, and you see 4 human soldiers dressed in red cloaks, chain shirts, and helmets with red feathers decorating them, surrounding a half-elven girl. She is definitely
Go ahead.
She's definitely not an adult, but nonetheless stands defiantly with her hands on the hips, giving the fur humans a piece of her mind, despite the spears and shields.
I gesture over to the significantly heavily armored member of our party, Renault. Yeah, you know those guys?
I don't know these guys.
Is anyone? I don't. What do you
Reynolds,
guys?
on an insight check.
I call out, hey, what's going on here?
Oh, well, there goes that plan.
Oh, years later, the farm is famous for its blood red wool. Oh, so what do you, Reno? What are you rolling your insight against?
No, that was the. Oh wait, no, that's a new insight check. Yeah.
Ask the lady where she might clean up before soiling the home.
Oh, this was before we went to bed.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I don't know if
That's
Damion is there.
Well, apparently Aearil wants to go up and have a chat with them.
So, is Damion not here? Is that the deal?
Can you not hear me?
Yeah,
I've been
Now we
speaking
can.
the whole time.
Yeah, now we can.
Fucking stupid ass goddamn. Why the fuck don't they have a visible indicator on this headphone to tell you that your fucking mute is on?
Oh, the headphone. Gotcha.
All right. So, are you guys approaching? Or are you standing back? What are y'all doing?
Does anyone know these guys?
So, I'll roll an insight to see if I can glean anything from the circumstances.
I'll do so as well.
You guys are off in the distance. You see this, but you're not really close enough to even hear them.
Yeah,
So
well,
if you want to walk up, you can.
I glean things.
You glean
I've
that.
just-
You're not gleaning anything because you're not really close enough to
Hey,
hear
I
anything.
can if the armor and the color of their heraldry, I can glean things. I'm walking up.
I
I
start
already
walking
asked
towards
what's
them.
going on here.
You do remember Bay B speaking of red plume guards, and that's you are make an assumption that these 4 are from the red plume guards.
It probably has something to do with the red plumes they're wearing.
Gee,
Yeah.
probably. Question is, are they from Hills? Are they in relation to Hills Farm? I wonder.
Yeah, we can find out.
Indeed.
All right.
So we
So
go ahead.
as you guys are approaching, the girl finishes speaking. The leader of the human guard spits out a blunt warning. You tell your parents that they have been legally ordered to have 8 barrels of dye ready for us by sunrise tomorrow. If the shipment is not ready, the First Lord has demanded the Red Plumes take possession of the farm due to this breach of contract. With that, the 4 guards turn and are leaving the forge.
Well, I guess that's what that's about.
She just gives him like a dirty look. She doesn't like them.
I'm pretty sure she's been giving him dirty looks this entire time. Or are you talking about yourself?
Myself.
They
kind of like
they start
picking
walking
on
back. They start walking back to the road, ignoring you.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
How rude.
I don't care.
My eyes I follow them for a bit. My eyes see which direction they're going.
That's a lot of dye.
Are you're following them?
No, like with my with looking like.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's watching them.
Yeah, I'm
Like a
watching.
creeper.
I'm thinking about making one of them soil themselves.
All right. So you guys aren't doing anything to interact with the red plumes.
Well, I'm not going to. Do you want to?
I'm gonna let them go past.
Okay.
I might cast something at their back.
You say you're casting something, or you're?
She's considering it.
She's considering it.
Please don't antagonize the local constabulary.
I'm sure Belshire would have done so if he was here.
Okay. All right. So what are you guys do? You're basically just standing kind of off in the distance.
I'm trying to gauge which direction
You
they're going.
see the young woman just kind of holding her head. She's not crying, but she's just kind of rubbing her temples.
Hmm.
Well, that was intense. Hello, lass. How can we help you?
She looks up and looks at you and tries to look. I already have those people to deal with. I don't have anything else to deal with. My parents are gone, and I'm trying to run this. They're visiting Daggerdale, and I'm running this thing by myself. I don't know.
You seem to misunderstand. I would like to help. How may I be of service?
Wait, you're not from Hillsfar?
No.
No.
Oh God. You see her
Do
just
I look
just
like
start.
I'm from there?
Well,
I don't know. How well are
that's
you hiding
right.
your
That's
ears?
right. That's right. None of you guys are human. That's right, are you?
Excuse
no,
me?
I'm a wood elf noble.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
3 feet tall and gray. What gave it away?
I am the token human of the group.
So you see that kind of, she was kind of holding herself together for a second, and I think this was just a from coming off dealing with them. She just starts to sob for a moment and looking a little broken and lost, and she, as you say, can you help her? She says, you see this kind of like look of hope come across her face. She says, perhaps you are the answer to my prayers. Does Shantae work in such a manner? She looks past you out in the field where the beet harvesting continues unabated. And she kind of looks around and says, if you follow me, maybe we can help each other.
Insight check.
He tracks and falls.
Actually, wait, not yet, not yet. There's nothing to insight right now. Sure.
So you're making an insight check, okay?
Sure. I'm trying to see if she's sincere about this.
Wow. Okay. Um. So you hear that the story about her parents is not. You don't think that that's true.
Oh, shit.
You think that's just a
Cover up of some sort.
a cover up, but you do think that she is basically just very in over her head,
Right.
and she's trying to survive and is genuinely desperate for any amount of help.
Alright, so she's not telling the whole truth about her parents, but she is still guarding this estate, or she is still head of this estate by herself.
She is a young woman trying to run a farm by
Yep.
herself.
Yep.
Yeah, she don't need no man.
I don't know.
I can respect that.
The situation might call for a man.
So are you all going to follow her?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Sure.
already said I was.
So Constance leads you guys into the farmhouse and then down a set of stairs, wooden stairs into a large cellar. Many doors lead to other rooms from the main cellar, but the place is filled with casks, barrels, containers, filled with all kinds of different substances useful in either farming, preserving food, or making dye.
Mm-hmm.
You see her light a cantern, light a lantern, and lead you down. And as you said, I said you just there's looks to be hold preserved food, equipment for farming, making dye. And she walks to the corner of the cellar to a pair of long wooden books, hesitates, and levels serious gaze at you all. I'm sorry, she says, and opens the box. In it are two half-elven bodies wrapped in tarps.
Nope, I've seen this movie. The dark dude dies first. I'm leaving.
They look peaceful, except their faces wear unsightly growths bulging beneath their skin, and in some places breaking through in horrible purple ulcers.
Yeah,
I know this
suspected
looks.
as much.
She said, "I know this looks terrible, but it's not what you think. I found them in this condition. I hid them because they told me to. You see, I'm not currently old enough to inherit the farm from them. If the authorities learn they're dead, Hillsfar will seize this farm and turn me out. If I can hide their deaths for just a few more months, I'll be old enough to inherit the farm." She bites her lip and sighs. There's something else.
When did this happen?
Why don't you burn them or something?
Can I inspect the bodies?
May
You
we
want to
inspect the bodies?
You can see clearly the bodies are covered in some kind of sores. They look like they died peacefully, but there is some kind of growth that's on their bodies.
Fungal or like swelling?
Would your character know the difference?
Mine might.
And maybe medicine?
If you want to make if you can make a medicine check against it, you might be able to find some more about it.
I just
Renault,
have 0 points in medicine.
Renault made a medicine check.
Oh, that was okay. That was a medicine check. So you believe it is some type of rot. You think it's called a darkborn rot, a fungal infection that rapidly overtakes the victim. Originates from the Underdark and has no natural cure. Even lesser restorative magic and abilities have no effect.
Would this be a cause of death or something that happens after death? Is it a cause or a symptom?
I think it's a cause.
Okay.
So the victim's body either fights the infection or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, removing the infection requires a greater restoration or greater magic. Thankfully, none of you or Constance are at risk.
Yeah, that was what killed old Grandpappy Nopen fighting.
All right. So she leads you to a sturdy oaken another door in the cellar and removes a sturdy oaken bar. Before she opens the door, she says, "When I found my parents down here in the cellar, they weren't alone. He was with them."
Mhm.
And now we
He
have to
opens-
play the pronoun game.
She opens the door and shines her lantern into the darkened room. The room contains an empty casks and barrels pushed to the wall. In the far corner, slumped against the far wall, is a drow elf. The
Oh, great.
grotesque growths cover his face and arms, just as Constance's parents. He is still alive, but breathing is weak.
I am going to be a little bit defensive when I see him.
I look over at Renault. Hey, you think that guy has something to do with those?
Yes. So
She
I tell them what you told me about this disease.
I look over at Constance. Have you ever got a chance to talk with this dude at all?
she said, I never saw him. She said, I never saw him prior to my parents. My
Discovering your parents, yeah?
Yeah, I came upon my dying parents and his unconscious body 3 days ago.
Oh.
My parents have contracts with many people, but no drow that I've ever heard of.
Mhm.
I've been giving him water and trying to talk to him, but so far he has not regained consciousness.
Okay, yeah, that's why I meant to ask. Wait a minute. When was the last time you saw your parents before you found them like that?
Just the day before.
So they died yesterday, basically.
Oh,
3
no,
days ago.
Over 3 days
I
ago.
found their bodies 3 days ago.
I see.
And you last saw them the day before that day.
Yes.
So how is this one still alive?
He's a drow. He's probably more
Resistant to...
resistant to this particular disease.
It might be more local where he's from.
So if you want to make an investigation or a medicine check, or
Yes.
you want to make an investigation?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
Maybe
medicine.
history?
I'm not sure history would give you a whole lot on this. Probably an investigation.
Oh, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm medicine.
So you're rolling a medicine and an investigation.
Alright, I'm pretty sure Renault's our doctor here.
So you're going to investigate him. You look through his coat pockets, and you
Yeah.
find you find a parchment written in common. The parchment is a contract between the beet farm and the drow, apparently named Aearil, who resides in the area and is acting as a liaison with an unnamed Svirnvindlin city in the Underdark.
Zvirfneblin.
Smirneblin.
Smurf. Neblin.
Smirneblin.
No.
Whatever.
Evil midget.
Gnomes.
The contract is for an exchange of gold for beets and beet byproducts. There is nothing strange or illegal about the contract itself or the terms.
Beet and bee accessories.
You also rolled for medicine, right? And you rolled a
Yes.
21 for that. Okay.
Yes.
So you go over and you start checking him, and you are able to get him to consciousness. So he wakes up, still very groggy, eyes shut, kind of down, head down.
Got some more water.
And he asks for. He kind of looks up at you. His eyes kind of start adjusting to the light, kind of trying to have a hard time to seeing things. And he asks in a kind of gravelly, just a voice, obviously from just waking up, asking for can I have some water?
I offer him a flask.
So you see
Solid.
on him as well, he has the these sores all over his body.
What do I know? So how is? Do I know how this disease is transmitted?
You do not know how it's transmitted. You do not believe you are at risk, but you do not know how it is transmitted.
All right.
Do I know if giving him water will actually be of benefit to him, or could it possibly cause him additional harm?
You don't think giving him water would be a bad idea, but I would be hesitant about using your own.
It's a bit situational, but being from the Underdark, do I know anything about this disease?
Wait, you're from the Underdark?
I'm a Swift Noblin.
Oh, wait, you are?
Yes.
He's a deep gnome.
Yeah, he's a deep gnome.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't drown.
You have heard of it. You know it's fast. You know it's fast. Fast acting. And there's no cure. No, you don't know any more than what you guys have already learned.
Okay.
All right. I will give him some water. Try to avoid contact as much as possible because I don't know for certain that it can't be contracted by touch.
Okay, so you guys, Constance offers you a cup she has, and you guys put some water in there for him. He drinks, and looks up at you and kind of tries to figure out what's going on. Who are you?
We're a group of adventurers sent by the Harpers to try and investigate the goings on in this area. None of that's really important right now. You look like you're about to die. Is there any way you can let us know what happened to you and to this young lady's family?
I cough menacingly.
All I can tell you is I was meeting with the Good Roots. We were just trying to bring some of their beet products to the Underdark. I was here for 2 days, staying in the basement out of the sunlight, and then we both the Good Roots and I came down with this malady. I don't know much about it. The deal we brokered. I brokered this deal between parties we have in the Underdark and the Good Roots. It was nothing major or interesting.
Is there anyone who would be opposed to this deal going through?
I don't know. I don't know much of anything. As you're talking, she just kind of starts to you see him kind of lapsing back into unconsciousness.
I want to make an insight check for bullshit.
I don't think he's. Okay. Go ahead.
You make an insight check. That's fine.
Oh, they're
All right. Go on.
You believe he's telling the truth.
Cool.
And so can I have everyone make a perception check?
Okay.
I don't think they would do something like this, but there is a lot of bad history between deep gnomes and drow.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Perception is 0.
Active or passive?
Just
I
roll
rolled
your,
it. It
roll your
was suited
perception.
jam. I'm clicking on the
Go
skills.
ahead and roll active, and we'll see if it gets better than your passive.
Wait, my active is crap, but my passive is the 13.
Okay.
So you're a little bit busy giving this dude some water, but maybe you notice something passively.
Hang on. Give me a moment.
Suddenly the entire building collapses on us. Are we gonna get a map swap?
I'm just trying to get
That's
everyone
why he's
together
mentioning
in one
it.
place. Can copy you because not everybody has things.
I chose a picture
Yeah.
for my character. I picked a picture.
I see.
I kind of want to imagine that we left Balshore back at the farmhouse.
He's got 2 seconds.
You know,
No, not
Okay.
not Onvir, Balshore, Magnus's character.
he'll catch up.
Yeah, right. They'll catch up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Onvir can probably catch up because he has a 35 movement speed. But
All right. So you guys are in this basement, and it looks like everyone. Let me look.
Oh god, it's giant spiders.
So did everyone roll perception? So,
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Yes. Some of us rolled better than others.
Okay. So Alexia, Orc, Haki, you hear a shuffling from the steps coming down into the cellar.
Right. I peer with my elf eyes and try to see what it is.
Legolas, what do you see with your elf eyes?
Well, as
I
long
draw-
as you're not,
I draw
as
my
long as
two
you're not
swords.
using somebody else's eyes.
And so everyone roll initiative.
God fucking knew it.
That's why we had a long rest.
That's also why I drew my sword
Hey!
instead of looking.
Way to get a critical hit.
I'm gonna say you're still busy trying to take care of this dude, which is why you're being this. Oh, okay. You're just like, nuh-uh. I am not putting up with this shit right now.
Surprise? What's that? Haha!
What is this surprise? And tracker? Oh, I see.
Oh,
That's a 15.
did you guys already roll your? Did it update correctly?
It did
I'm
for
about
me.
to find out.
I did not.
I see
click on it.
Yezu, Renault, and me on the tracker. Or
Did
the
you-
order.
I cannot.
Well, Aearil. There's
Renault's a
Yeah.
paladin, right?
Hey, mine works. Renault is, at the very least, a very heavily armored dude. He hasn't told us if he is a paladin or not, and all I've seen him do is swing a hammer.
I saw
have,
this.
I have
Well, I
heard
mean-
him shout he does not sense evil.
Oh,
I s-
I guess, yeah.
I saw this thing that says the only difference between a paladin and a warlock is that one's got an employer and the other one has a sugar daddy.
All right, so let's see. Tzeentch, you rolled an 8. It did not. It did update you. Walker, 16. It did update. Haki, 19. Yep. Reno. Yep. Okay. So it's
Yay.
sending. All right. So those of you who rolled higher than 15, you guys see two Durgar armored and shielded Durgar dwarves standing at the bottom of the steps.
Wait,
Dark dwarf.
are we?
Well, this
What's
day,
that question?
this day has just all been full of nope for me.
Nope.
Yeah, tell me about it, small man.
I look at the Durgar of
So,
our party
those of
and,
you-
like, friends of yours.
Those of you who rolled higher than 15, you guys get an action before
Oh, cool.
anything else happens.
Are there weapons drawn and they're coming down here?
Oh, one more thing. So the the light actually flies out of Constance's hands, and the room is now plunged into darkness.
God.
So if you have dark vision, you can still
Aha.
see. If
Woohoo!
not, you do not have a light source currently.
I have dark vision 60, so.
God damn it!
So we'll start with Reno. You rolled. What did you roll?
22.
On your investigation.
Oh, investigation?
I mean,
Perception.
your perception. What did you roll for your perception?
Perception, I rolled garbage.
Okay, so you don't get an action. Yezu, what did you roll?
Also, I'm probably blind because no light.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so you get to take an action.
I will shout, "Hey, there's guys coming. There's bad guys coming down the stairs."
Are we sure they're bad guys?
That's another one of those ancestral enemy things.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so yes, they are bad guys, as far as you know.
So
Oh,
you get
hello.
to
I'm not
act.
gonna.
So you
I'm
have
not gonna.
you have
open it. I'll move
so
against the back wall.
so you're not attacking. Okay, all right. So that's your turn.
I'm not just
Aearil,
gonna randomly open fire.
Aearil, you rolled higher than 15, right?
Yeah, I wrote a 19.
Okay, so you get to act.
All right. I am gonna step around the pillar in my way, and I am going to cast Fairy Fire on them, which is a 20-foot radius. They need to make. Yeah, each object in a 20-foot cube is outlined in a blue, green, or violet. My choice. It's purple, whatever. Any creature in the area of the spell also casts an outline in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw for the duration. Objects affected and creatures shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius. So our blind people can see them, or at least.
Okay.
Assuming it works.
Yeah, and any attack roll against the affected creature or object has advantage if the
Oh.
attacker can see it.
Okay, so you are. It is a spell against them.
If
Yes.
spell against them, they must
Okay.
roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
It auto hits. They have to roll a dexterity.
To avoid
All right, so let me get these. I gotta get these named real quick.
midget one and
Hey, they are not midgets, they're dwarves.
Right now, my
So
spell
asshole midget?
save.
No, that's me. Damn it.
I don't know. You seem like a half decent guy.
Half. Ha ha. I get
All right,
it.
so
Oh,
the
wow,
one on
I just
the
got that.
left fails his saving throw.
So he's now glowy and purpley.
They have to make a
So,
13.
yeah.
I was trying to get off.
Hey. Hey,
So I'll
that's
put
cool.
a little purple note, and then the other one.
He's also casting a light 10-foot radius around him. So.
Oh.
Good thing he has advantage on this. Oh wow, he rolled a 1 and a 2, so both of them are affected by this.
Oh, look, glowing purple dwarves.
Guess what? You guys get to roll twice and take your highest roll for all your attacks on them. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Now all I have to do is get across the room without dying.
Oh, look, traps everywhere.
They
That's
took out the
actually-
light, and then now they're beacons of light.
Yeah, that's also very good because they also can go invisible, and because of fairy fire, they are not able to.
Oh.
This is a level 1 encounter.
I
Hmm?
mean, we've been doing pretty well so far.
Well, in D&D, they're invisible up until they attack.
Yeah,
It's okay. That's long enough.
it's a level 1 encounter, but we're also 5 characters, so.
And if I can remember, they can do it at will.
All right, so Aearil, are you taking another action?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, still your turn.
Bonus action. Hey, Golthi.
Hmm.
Actually, Walker's gonna. No.
No, I'm
Renault.
going next.
Did I still-
Renault, you get what's it
Inspiration?
called? Yeah, inspiration.
I am inspired,
You're
Alright.
but I
inspired.
can't see.
You're inspired to beat up dwarves.
You can see them because they're lit up by a purple light.
The
Um,
Druids start glowing.
So okay, so you're done. And
Yeah,
so
my move
Walker.
action, I just step right back behind the pillar.
Okay. Walker, what was your perception roll?
It's up there somewhere. Let me see. 17.
So you get to make an action.
Thank God someone
Yeah.
cast Fairy Fire on them. Hmm.
There's a reason I picked that spell.
Let's see. I need to select my Oh wait, that's not my character. Where am I? Oh, there I am.
You're right next to me.
Yeah, but I tried to click on Renault, who's also right next to you.
That's true.
I will.
Remember, you have advantage if you attack.
Keep in mind these here are pillars,
Yep,
so
I can use them as cover.
they're going to block your line of sight.
I'm trying to decide.
Wait.
So if I move around there, I'm gonna move around here, drawing my longbow, and I'm gonna shout in Dwarvish, "What the hell do you want?"
They do not under. Well, hang on.
Durgers
Oh, they
speak
do.
Dwarvish.
They do under. Yeah, I was thinking they only spoke under common.
That's what they say. You okay?
Sorry.
That's okay. Make sure you drink your fluids.
So, they look at you and say, "Stand aside." In undercommon, or I guess they'll say it respond in Dwarvish. They say, "Stand aside. We're only here for the drow."
Also, I would like to point out any objects that got hit by my fairy fire are also emitting light 20 feet around them, or 10 feet around them.
So
Objects.
that portion of the wall, I guess.
They say, "We'll forgive this, but you either move or we'll go through you."
Where's that drow again? Is he over in that corner?
Yeah,
Forgive.
actually, I think I have him hidden.
Forgive what?
Forget that
What?
we're
Fire
standing
fire.
between them and a drow.
Oh,
And we also cast a spell on them. Of course, they're kind of at fault for putting out the lights.
Oh, hey, that works.
I don't know. I thought the lady just kind of dropped the lantern.
I don't know. What happened? What happened, Constance?
You had one job, Constance.
God.
Technically, I should have had this being a little bit more aggressive against you guys, but because we're short a couple of people, I was being a little nice. We were supposed to be in the middle of you guys when they went and
Oh,
came out
shoot.
of invisibility.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean,
Invisibility. Gotcha.
You have the ability to become invisible at will, so yeah, that makes sense.
So
Hey, their own fault for losing their. It's their own fault for having a crappy strategist. I'm gonna hold my action until they make an attack then.
good move calling the DM a crappy strategist.
To be fair, this is the second time I've done this.
Yeah, and the next time you're probably gonna die.
DM, I think you're an amazing strategist.
I misspoke about that.
Two more Durger, and they're right next to a certain walker.
They're actually on my head.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Both of them standing on your head right
You
now.
didn't realize you're sharing a room with a deep dragon?
No, I was reading things and getting out of. Sorry about that.
Roll with it.
They are. They have a change of heart after you cast. This is them. I'll say this is them responding to you before you get to cast. I'm retconning just so,
Oh,
so
okay.
you know.
All right.
They are less happy. They're more aggressive once they get the fairy fire cast on them,
Makes sense.
and they are going to engage with you.
Oh, so instead of responding to my query with a reasonable answer, they just start growling and cursing?
Yeah, I'll call it that. They don't respond in any way that's going to be reasonable. They're not going to back down. They
Alright, I'm shooting him.
they see you as a threat to their contract.
Alright. One on the right's getting shot.
All right.
Roll twice, take the highest.
I
In
mean-
that case, I try to be reasonable. I'll try to be
That's actually my fault. I shouldn't have taken that. That was
No, thankfully we didn't get too far in.
We might have let him take the drop too.
I guess I'll roll the second to see if I get a critical.
You never know, you might.
Never
Nope.
know.
Alright, we'll take that first
Or
one then.
or you can
24 hits, and you're attacking this one.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let me remind myself how much my pew pews do.
pew pews. They do pew damage.
That
14.
much. No,
Oh wait.
8.
So what's the you're attacking? How are you attacking twice?
It's because Aearil said that her fairy fire gives our attacks of opportunity or advantage.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. So you did 8 damage. All right.
Yes.
He has
So you-
advantage right now.
Right. So you fire a bow. You hit him in the shoulder. He grunts and glares at you, but doesn't do much else. All right. So that was. I think I got my orders all screwed up here. Oh, so how is Aearil going again? How did I get that screwed up?
I don't know. It got a little.
One was the bonus action thing.
Okay.
Because
So we'll just
heard them, and now it's actual initiative that you're doing.
okay. So we're gonna start over with this because apparently it doubled up. I have. Oh, I see what happened. Hang on one second.
Okay.
I just
I've
think
got
the spell.
I've got your tokens from the other
Oh.
thing on the turn order. That's the problem.
Oh, because we can't see that, so everything looks fine from here.
Also, it's a concentrated. So
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So Reno, you are up next.
Okay, well,
They don't seem to be up for negotiations.
I don't even know why they're here. This guy's about to die anyway.
Actually, yeah, they didn't say anything, so we don't actually know why they're here.
So they are here. They tell you, they grunt to you that they're
You move. We drow.
Durger.
they were sent to kill or capture the drow. That's all
Drow
you need to
die.
know.
Okay, well, your mission is almost done. He's about to die.
I mean, we can wait. Although I already shot that guy because he gave me
They're-
the cut of his jib.
They're here to provide expedited service.
All right, well, I'm about to provide expedited service with the javelin to your shoulder.
I am not going to claim that some of these things don't make now. This is out of character, out of game. Just to give you guys a background, this is an adventure that is based as a Adventurers League adventure, and a lot of these encounters are very much just one and done. Get in, get out very quickly because they're designed to be run in one session. The entire thing is designed to be run in one session, one evening, and like a 4 to 5 hour session, I think. So
where's our bonus
Talking is going to be a
experience?
huge part of it.
say what? I didn't understand any of you guys.
I said so. Detailed conversation is not going to be a huge part of this.
There's not a lot of they don't provide a lot of background and things like that for the characters. And I didn't go in and create a lot of this stuff because again, I kind of said, like I said originally, this was kind of a trial type thing just to get everybody kind of back involved and kind of go through the motions and things like that. Less about kind of the story and broader reach of things, more of just kind of mechanics and stuff.
Hey, racial enemies. I'm okay with shooting first.
All right. So Reno, you are. What are you doing?
Throwing a javelin.
Throwing a
Very
javelin
hard, apparently.
at the one on the right that
Yeah.
you guys
The one
already
that's already
attacked.
been hit.
Okay.
You also
That
have
hits.
advantage if you wanted to roll twice, but
You can roll again, see if you crit.
Yeah, just check for crits. Or you can roll for damage, which is up to you.
Yeah, roll again. Take the highest. So, all right. So that hits. And so go ahead and roll for damage. So 4. All right.
I think
So you see the javelin kind of again goes in, and you see him jab into the shoulder, not far off from where you
the arrow was.
see Walker hit him in the shoulder with the arrow. He takes the javelin and grits his teeth and jerks it out and tosses it to the floor beside him.
Well, that's Kruger for you.
I would have threw it back.
The dwarf is dwarfing.
All right.
Carry on.
So Yezu, you're up.
All right. I will use Dissonant Whispers on the left one. He has to make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
All right. Wisdom.
Yeah.
He rolls a 14 on advantage.
All right. Then he has to take half damage on this.
Okay.
9, so that'd be 4 psychic damage.
All right. So you see him kind of grab his head a little bit as you. How does this? Do you want to describe? I mean, I don't know how. I'm not familiar with this at Whispers. Is that
What
kind
does
of
it look
a?
like?
It's
Yeah, what's it look-
psychic
what's it
attack. So you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice can hear, racking it with terrible pain.
Okay. So you make that kind of quiet whisper to yourself, to your old one, Cthulhu-like master.
We don't get
and
along.
Send that psychic energy at the Duragar. You see him kind of wince and grab his head for a second, and but brush it off.
Dang.
I noticed
I'll
that, and then I
I'll
look
get-
at you, Yezu, and I just raise my eyebrow a bit.
I'm going to
tell
get
the-
somebody with that eventually.
All right. So anything else you're doing in your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
So Walker, you're up.
You tell the voices in your head, this one pleases me.
This one pleases me. I'm going to shoot the same one I shot the first time, the one on the right, after doing a quick hop over Yezu.
Not that short.
I'm fairly athletic.
I would have gone between his legs.
He's not. He's still pretty short, though.
I feel like my dimensions are going all over the place tonight.
Yeah, you're actually 10 feet tall. Let's try that again.
Divided by pi.
Divide by pi?
Well, I guess we'll see how that works.
So you shoot your arrow, and you hear it clatter against the wall behind the Duragar.
Damn it.
All right. And now we're back, I think, into the normal cycle now. Aearil.
He could totally have hit the
I
hallway.
moved down, so they're both in my line of sight.
Okay.
Did I hear any of them speak common?
No.
Okay, I am just going to shoot one in the face with an arrow.
Okay.
Which one?
The one closest to me.
Okay.
All right.
That one already has one arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
And a hole from a javelin.
And a hole, yes.
Got this a 16 hit.
Yeah, your 16 does hit. Just barely. It comes in and hits him in the chest, just off center. Just barely penetrates his armor. And you roll well for damage. You see him wince, and as he breaks off the arrow in his chest, but you see him kind of stagger a little bit and wince from the pain.
Yep.
He's been shot by an arrow, stabbed by a javelin, and now shot by another arrow.
Shot by a
bolt.
crossbow at relatively close range, straight into his chest.
I actually saw a real skull one time that had a fracture along the back where it had been hit with an axe.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the wound had healed, and he had actually been killed by a mace several years later.
Wow.
I've heard similar stories about crazy autopsy with skulls, including a guy who apparently had some kind of ancient brain surgery and lived.
All right. So, are you doing anything else, Aearil?
I will duck back behind the pillar.
Golthi, you're up.
Okay, which one is one that's not injured?
The one on the
To the left. It's still
Not as
injured,
injured.
but not.
That one
I
has some brain
rage and I
damage.
golf ball swing that short motherfucker.
One doesn't look like a porcupine.
Yes, one looks like a porcupine, one does not.
And I roll twice, right, for my attack roll? Or
Yeah,
no?
you
Yeah,
roll,
roll
roll
twice.
with it with advantage.
So good hit and better hit.
Yes. This
So
piece
you
of
take
little
18.
fuck.
All right. So roll for your damage.
I punt him back down the fucking hallway he came out of.
This is just embarrassing. I mean, y'all are doing all this shit, and all I can do is give somebody a minor nosebleed.
So you see it. You pull back your maul and make a swipe at his head, and he managed to get his head out of the way, but takes the brunt on his back, almost knocking him to the ground.
That's
You
fine
see
though.
him stand back up, but looking rough.
Tough bastards.
I mean,
Be careful, their beards are rugged.
He's got some nice rugged looks there.
I must have shattered his
I-
fucking shoulder blade with that one, though.
yeah.
Not unless we're
Right.
doing critical hit effects.
Oof.
So, all right. So this guy go. Let's see. How long does Fairy Fire last? It lasts for a while, doesn't it?
Isn't it 1 minute per level?
1 minute concentration. So every
So 10
round
rounds.
is 6 seconds. So
Yeah, so 10 rounds.
Wait,
Okay.
it says concentration. What does that mean?
It means if she doesn't
has
stop
to-
concentrating on it, it lasts until she stops concentrating on it at plus 1 minute.
Oh,
Yeah, it was basically
okay.
if she takes damage, she has to make a concentration check, and if she fails a concentration check, she
It breaks.
It drops.
breaks.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
I can't cast another spell that has the concentration tag on it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Alright,
I
so
could,
you-
but I dropped this.
Oh, that's a
So
different
you-
set of concentration.
so you see this Duragar start to growl, and you see him grow larger.
Whoa!
And he uses his enlarge ability. And that is his. I think that is the only thing he can do this turn.
Oh,
But he makes his women happy.
Oh, hey! He's an even bigger target!
Yeah, that was my line. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Where's my bullshit underdark magical abilities?
Actually, you use
Wait,
it
I
as
thought
time
yours was you
bonus.
can turn invisible.
And the same. This one also will step around to the other side of Golthi and
He slides under his
also
legs.
also use his enlarge ability. All right,
They can do that.
and
Hey,
Yep.
Golthi, you're making all the Duergar bigger.
that is that is one of their actions they can take.
Nice.
All right, so Renault, you're up.
Look at that.
Is that
What?
your attack? Oh, no, wait. and roll anything. Damion, you're up.
Okay. Well, since I've got much larger things to hit now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move in, draw my hammer, and beat someone down.
He also
Alright.
gets +1 on it because of a size difference, right?
Only if there's an ability you're using that lets you get that.
Oh.
They don't do size differences in 5th edition.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. I'm set on 3.5. Sorry.
No, you don't. There is no advantage for no.
Aw.
Advantage is still in effect, though. You still roll twice.
Yeah,
I mean,
you get
size
advantage on your
modifiers.
attack.
Oh, well. There we
Roll
go.
again.
Oh, they turned into big boys. Jesus.
Alright.
Yes.
So that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Wait, which one is he attacking?
I'm assuming you're rolling attacking this one. Is that correct?
Same one, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just in melee with both of them, so they...
Right.
Second, sorry.
Oh, and the
And, of
intrepid
course.
does help
Oh.
with death saves too.
So you go swing your warhammer and
You
Lightly
stroke him
tap him on
gently.
the ass.
it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't do any damage. But you do see that when you hit him, he just kind of growls at you. It doesn't necessarily look like you hurt him too much, but you did piss him off a little bit.
I lightly tapped him on the knee.
Right, you lightly tapped him. You gently
shit hurts, man.
caressed him.
You gently caress him with the flat of your warhammer.
All right,
He is
Yezu, you're up.
uncomfortable.
All right, if they're done having their intimate moment over there,
I don't think so.
I will attack.
Right.
Yeah, I'm assuming the 21 hit.
21 hits. Yep.
1d. This is again force damage, 2 points for the one near me.
This one.
Yeah, the closer one.
All right. So this
Still
is
sound like clicking that one.
was this Eldritch Bolt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
His Eldritch Bolt gently caresses it.
you send your Eldritch Bolt out at the.
Well, I fired it a little bit too far to the left, and it deflected off and flattened Golthi.
You see it strike the Duragar in it, and he kind of steps forward a little bit, but you don't see him see it do too terribly much effect to him.
I go.
All right, you done, or are you gonna do anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm done.
Walker.
Pew 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 pew.
All right, you're pulling your arrow out.
And stop every time I do something.
No promises.
All right, roll for advantage. With advantage.
Okay, no,
All right.
we're gonna take that first one.
All right, so 19 hits. Which one are you attacking?
The closer
The
one.
one closest. Okay. So roll for your damage. All right, 10 damage. You hit him square in the back, and you see him this time definitely stumble a little bit and grab at the arrow and pull it out and snap it off. He is looking very rough.
His arrow gently caresses the inside of his liver.
I shout at him in Dwarvish. Hey asshole! Careful of those arrows.
I guess memes really do die. Not one arrow to the knee joke.
No, that was the hammer. The hammer.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, so it was a hammer to the knee. I'm going to. No, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. All right, Aearil.
I am going to move away. Right by the caster and other archer. And
Mhm.
shoot the guy directly across. That's now really big.
This guy, or
The same guy that we've been pelting with arrows all this time, with the exception of the guy on the left. He just got hit by his first arrow.
okay. All right. So the
So
furthest one
on
from you.
the one on the right, the one near
Okay.
the doorway.
All right. So
The
roll your
porcupine
attack
versus
with
the
advantage.
It's in his back though, so he's more like a Spinosaurus.
All right. A 14 unfortunately does not hit. You fire your crossbow bolt, and it clatters against the wall behind him. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Inspiration on Yezu right over here, just in case he has a record of missing.
Arrow, the clattering.
Okay, so
Actually,
Yezu, you
he
take a
doesn't, but-
1d6 inspiration die.
Okay.
I don't think he has any issues hitting. He has issues with people resisting his attacks.
Resisting his advances.
Resisting his advances, yes. All right, so
Yeah,
Golthi,
just like
you're
real
up.
life.
Yay.
I need an
Let me
adult.
mark down the
I
Inspiration.
am
Which
an
was the one
adult.
I was attacking before? The one in front of me or the one to my right?
It's the one in front of you.
I don't
right now.
remember.
It's the one on the
I
left.
swing for his fucking kneecap.
Break his
Renault,
knees.
All right. So roll your attack with advantage.
There we go.
23 definitely hits. So roll your damage. And 12.
God damn.
He's got a maul.
And that's because did you say you never said you were raging?
I raged.
I mean, you raged the last fight.
I raged at the start of this one.
Okay, I never heard you say that, but okay.
I didn't either.
All right.
That's okay.
So he is
I said I raged and I golf ball swing the motherfucker.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
You're not
Alright,
the only
so-
person that can do shit retroactively.
So yeah. So he is looking real rough. You come in and with your maul and you almost knock him off his feet. He stands. He almost goes down one knee. Stands back up. You see him. He is bleeding heavily from the side of his head, and he is looking real rough. All right. So the guy to your right is going to turn and pull his war pick and go for an attack.
Watch out, he might go for your nose.
Oh, he's got a break of 15 and
He's gonna war pick
damage
your nose.
distance.
That is a 25.
Oh,
Pretty sure that hits.
Well, yes.
And let's see.
I don't think anyone in the party has a 25 armor class yet.
I don't like where this is going.
I took advantage, family heirloom, amulet of natural armor, so
So that is
Oh, look
12
at you.
damage. 12 piercing damage.
Amulet of natural armor plus 5.
Meanwhile, with the war pick.
So who'd that hit?
That was against Golthi.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
luckily since he is raging, he takes reduced damage.
No.
It's piercing damage. So do you take reduced piercing damage?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me check.
Oh yeah, check. Also, Aearil, good. Thank God you
Yeah, I
took. Thank God you got some rest.
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
So
Oh,
you take half damage. So you take 6 damage then.
oh,
Uh-huh.
oof. All right. That wasn't as bad as I
That's
He's
thought.
still alive!
rage
Maybe
is
still, I have to
significantly
get-
better than it used to be.
Indeed. Wait, what is the downside to rage?
There is a downside. I can
It comes
look it up.
after.
Oh, okay. It's like
Yeah, I
exhaustion.
I think you take exhaustion.
Gotcha.
As a bonus action.
Uh huh.
Okay. In
Alright.
battle, you fight with permafrosty, blah, blah, blah.
Uh huh.
Advantage on strength checks and strength savings throws.
Oh wow.
When you make a melee weapon attack using strength bonus to the damage roll, and that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian.
Right.
Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Mhm.
If you're able to cast spells, you can't cast them or concentrate on them while raging. Your rage
Ah.
lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you have not attacked a hostile creature since your last
Oh.
turn, or have not taken damage since your last turn.
Mhm.
You can also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action.
So that's more powerful, but also more restrictive.
So,
Once you have raged the number of times shown for your barbarian level in the rages column of the barbarian table, you must finish a long rest before you can rage again. And for me, that is twice.
Okay. So you
Okay.
so this is your first rage of the day.
Yes.
So-
So less long rest.
the other Durgar turns to the Paladin, seeing that his other friends' attacks are not working nearly as well as they thought they were going to against the Barbarian. So they turn their sight to the
Halfling?
the Halfling,
the short one.
Paladin.
So the big guys are going to beat on the little guy. Good job. Way to go.
Yeah.
After our big guy made them bigger.
All right. So let's see. That is a
Pinky.
They should know that little packages can take more of a pounding than you'd think.
so that's
Well, we're about to
Wow.
find out.
so that's an 18 against armor class.
18 is my armor class.
So that hits. That's 16 damage.
Eh?
They do a lot. They can probably one-shot our party.
They're pretty big.
So
Well,
then I
I'm
think
unconscious.
you were unconscious. Yep.
So I was trying to see if there was anything about laying on hands and being able to use it on myself, but it says absolutely nothing.
You can use it on yourself.
Yeah, you can use it on yourself, but you can't use it on yourself while you're unconscious.
Obviously. But I was just wondering if I could use it as like a quick action. It says it's an action. Only
Yeah, it's an action. You can't use it. It's not a bonus action.
What if, as he's falling, he drops his weapon and like his hand brushes against himself?
All right.
What if, as a reflex, his hand went to his groin defense to protect it?
So, Reno, you're up. You need to make a death saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
You can use the inspiration on it, I think.
It's a saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you think it's too low.
What is the death saving throw again? What do I roll?
D20.
Is it
Oh,
just
just
D20.
D20.
Just straight D20. You need to beat a 10.
Well, I think I beat it.
I think he's okay.
So I think actually, hang on.
He has to do it 10 more times.
Nope. If you roll a 20, it counts as you roll it. If you roll a D20, you regain 1 hit point, so you are stabilized.
Good job.
Cool.
You do not get to take an action this turn because that was your turn,
His
but
action
you
was
are
not
not.
dying.
You are not dead.
That's good.
Congratulations.
Well, you're not knocked out. So.
You woke up.
So he is that could also just so if you guys don't know, you can also use a medicine check on someone who's knocked out and can stabilize them.
Right.
Cool.
All right. So Yezu, you're up.
So wait, if he's incapacitated effectively, can me and Renault do get help?
Yes. Anyway, which one of them is more hurt or looks more hurt?
The one on the left looks far more hurt. He is
Okay.
on his last legs.
He's taken 2 maulings.
Do we still have advantage?
Yes.
Yeah,
Still have
it'll
advantage.
last a few
They're
more
still
turns.
very.
As long as I don't get hit. No, it's gonna last.
So 24 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
This
9.
is the
There we
end of it.
go.
So you shoot your Eldritch Bolt at him. It strikes him, and you see him take the blow. And you see him stand there for a second, and he just slowly falls and slumps to the ground.
Damn it! I want to knock him through the wall.
Take what you can
These are
get,
pretty. These are pretty big guys, so
Fair enough.
I'm not sure how much mass that Eldritch Bolt can provide.
Probably not a huge amount.
A piece of conscious doesn't he shrink down to his normal size?
Yes, he does.
Also, I say,
God damn it!
All right, Walker.
All right, I drop my bow and pull out my 2 short swords as I move up to here.
Okay.
I was gonna move there. All right.
All right, I can move over here.
All right.
No, it's fine. You can move there.
So go ahead. You're on attack.
Bam.
All right. So go ahead
Check
and
for
roll again with
advantage.
advantage.
Never mind. We'll take
Alright.
the first one.
20 hits. Your attack. And roll your damage, I mean. So first attack hits him. You come across his arm and leave a little gash on his upper arm. But he doesn't look any much more worse for wear. He
Right.
does look pretty rough, but he doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. Well.
Do much worse than he did before. So are you attacking again, or
Yes.
what do you?
Two-handed fighting.
Right.
Or
Roll your
two-weapon
attack.
fighting.
Yep.
I missed an attack. Not that it matters now. He's dead. But I have Sentinel.
So you go back and you swing with your other sword, and you miss. He blocks the next one with his shield.
Yep.
And deflects your attack. All right. So Aearil.
I'm gonna move up here and cure wounds.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, you might want to
Here,
put space between you and
here, cure wounds.
Between you and
He's a lot-
asshole.
Okay.
I want him to have an attack of opportunity.
All right. So Renault takes
7.
seven hit points. Oops.
Whoa!
Nice. Whee!
It turns out he's undead.
Why is it?
Where's that going?
All right. There you go.
Give him
Um,
8 points.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, but you are prone. So just so you
I
know,
know.
you'll have to take a movement half your movement to stand up next turn you have. All right. So are you doing anything else, Aearil? Is that a bonus action for you?
I could
No,
use
that was a cure.
Okay.
I
That's an
didn't
action.
have to break. As long as I don't have try to cast a finish spell that has the concentration tag.
I could
Okay.
use inspiration.
Inspiration I could do, but no one right now really needs it. I think.
I could use it.
Do you still have your old one?
Do I?
Yes.
I don't know because it's been a while. We rested, didn't we?
Oh. Oh yeah, you haven't cast it on Golthi yet in this encounter.
Yeah, I cast it on Renault and
Yezu.
Yezu.
Yep.
I'll
So
cast it on
Golthi does not
Golthi.
have it. All right. So Golthi, you have a 1d6 inspiration die.
The quicker we get these down, the better. They hit hard.
Yeah, we noticed.
Okay. All right. So Golthi, you're up.
How is he looking? First of all.
He's looking pretty rough. He's bloodied.
All right. Grappler attack.
Grapple attack. Okay.
You still have
Yeah, I'll
the-
just grapple him.
All right.
And then
I
still in effect.
Try the advantage roll first. There we go.
Now
Add
do
a
you
D6.
does he get it? Do you get advantage on? Yeah. Okay. So this is
He
yeah.
is raging still, so.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
right.
but you're trying to grapple, right? You're not trying to. This is just a straight up strength check.
Yeah, give me
Trying
a
to
second.
trap.
Also, that's 23 because I do have my bonus on the strength. Wait, no. Does the rage apply to strength checks?
I would say.
You just read it off.
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
So yes.
Oh, it's advantage. So yeah, what you just did was good.
So you gotta. So we'll take the first two rolls. Or do you get as your modifier is not +5, is it, for your strength though?
Yes, it is.
For strength saving throws, yeah.
So you have a 20 strength.
Hold on.
He's raging.
It's
He's getting a save plus his strength.
athletics.
Oh, that's right.
Because,
Athletics.
because it's
Yep,
plus
yep,
3
yep.
strength plus
You're right.
2 proficiency.
You're right.
Yeah.
Athletics is correct. All right. So the 21, and then a sec.
Well, apparently he has 23.
All right. So he fails his dex save on the grapple. So he is considered grappled. You there?
Yes.
So yeah, he is considered grappled, and he failed his deck save.
Nice.
Okay, so he can't like attack or move or shit. Well, he has to try and break the grapple first, right?
Yeah, so his turn, on his turn, he'll try to break the grapple.
His turn next.
Yes.
Hey, picked a good time to get this grapple in.
And so he will be next, and he will attempt to break grapple.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my last spell slot.
And I think he has to. See, 10. So he breaks your grapple.
Oh crap.
He rolled a 13. Wait.
No, it's a contested roll.
Oh, is it a contested? Contested? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Where is
The
it?
target escaping a grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check, contested by your strength athletics check.
Okay. So make a strength roll.
That was you, Tzeentch.
All right.
All right. So he does not break his grapple then.
Oh, well, alright then.
All right. So he is still considered grappled. Reno?
Hang on, quick question. Do we want to... So, Magnus is finally here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do we want him to just, like, stumble into this encounter, or do we just want to keep going?
No. Keep going.
We sacrificed you into the goats.
We left you back at the farmhouse.
In a drunken stupor.
All right. So
Alright, Renault, kick his ass.
Reno, you're up.
Your baby
Do you
sending
yield?
to some chickens.
You're asking if they yield.
Yes.
They're. Are you? What are you speaking in?
What language?
Common. That's the only one that I know to share.
They don't speak common.
Then I'll hit him on the head.
Okay.
No, you won't.
All right.
Yes, I will.
17 hits.
5 damage.
Oh. Okay.
You still had advantage, but
I
was
know.
gonna say,
I
you
figured
get
if
a-
I didn't, I can roll it, but
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it. See if you get
A crit.
crit.
there we go. Not a crit.
Nope.
All right.
you
So
never
you
know.
hit him, and bonk him on the head real good. He is he's now bleeding a little bit more from his head. Yezu, you're up.
Shoot him
Looks
That
good.
hits.
for 6 damage.
6. So your bolt hits him, strikes him quite hard. He starts to go limp in Golthi's grip, but managed to bring himself back up and start resisting his grasp again. All right, Walker.
I raise my sword and shout in Dwarvish, "Drop your weapons and yield, you piece of shit!"
You see him just kind of growling. He just growls at you.
I growl
And,
back.
Just as a note, speaking regular dwarfish to these guys is not a good idea.
I don't know
Well, I
this.
You gonna take advantage, Rose?
All right.
Do you know what they're coming?
That attacks.
No, I do not.
That hits. So roll your damage.
As far as I know, these are just edgy dwarves.
Itchy dwarves. They're emo dwarves.
Emo dwarves.
Oh,
Um,
Alright,
so,
that's my first hit.
you go in for your slash and you cut him, and he is now bleeding pretty heavily. Not really able to defend himself. He looks like he is on his last legs.
All right, I'm gonna start my second attack.
Incapacitate.
Is a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Damn it.
So you go to swing, and somehow, even though he's not moving and not able to defend himself, you manage to hit his armor, and it deflects off.
Yeah, he probably squirmed.
That's
All
what
right.
you get for calling a DM a bad tactician.
So Aearil.
He's still a good DM. He's just a bad tactician.
Yeah. I will try to shoot him in the face with my crossbow.
All right.
We're gonna end this.
What do you mean maneuvers? You're just listing lazily to the left. Man, this guy knows some maneuvers.
Also, I just noticed that. Oh, actually, I'll comment on it after the battle.
.24 does hit. And you go to aim very carefully, and your arrow hits him right in the eye socket, goes through his eye into his head, and he just goes instantly limp.
Wow.
I said incapacitate.
Then I walk away.
You mean instructions unclear. Thought you said incapacitate.
Obviously.
I didn't hear him say the incapacitate.
That's also fair.
Is it dead?
It is very much dead.
Is it dead, Jim?
Extra
They're
dead.
assassins.
No, actually, they're mercenaries. They're not good enough to be assassins.
No, they're not assassins. They're bounty hunters.
And their ability to be assassins.
They kind of fudged that one.
I don't even know if I'd call them bounty hunters. I mean, they're just mercenaries. Guys who are paid to kill people. Murderers aren't paid.
So we'll finish this up. It's 11:30, so I imagine most people are probably wanting to go ahead and finish. So we'll finish this little section, and
Yeah,
I'll get
we'll
you
finish
guys
this
XP,
section.
and
Yeah,
then
let's finish.
call it for the night.
It's only 8:30. What are you talking about?
Oh no, someone died.
So as you guys start to leave the room, so are you going to check the Duragar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to check to see if
So-
they have any.
So the Duragar are carrying. They have their war picks that they're carrying. And scale mail and a shield.
Scale mail's the wrong size for me.
I already have scale mail. What kind of shield is it?
Uh,
But the scale mail seems to grow and shrink at a whim, so.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It does not say what kind of shield. I'm not sure that it doesn't tell me what kind of shield it is.
Oh, that's a shame.
I would assume it was something like a I don't know. But you also find a wanted poster on them written in Undercommon. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
Yeah, who can read this? Can you read this, short man?
Yeah.
The
What?
dwarf, or the drow in the corner.
The drow is passed out.
Yeah, I
he's
was
not
gonna
waking back
gesture
up.
to the gnome.
He's alive, but he's passing out.
I can probably
He is
read it.
dying.
So you read the wanted poster, and as far as you can tell, this is a warrant issued by the Drow's house. Basically, just his crime was leaving his house without permission. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You also find some well-made manacles and coins and gems with a total of gold worth about 200 gold.
Nice.
Hooray!
I'll take
I
this little-
find or everybody finds?
Well, that's what you find. Well, yes,
We, as a group,
you
find
guys
these.
are looking at it. I'm assuming you are,
Damn it.
all
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, no,
But
nice try.
technically, you just read the thing. I think actually
Renault and
Damion is
I.
actually the ones who looted the body.
Well, at least we know that Renault is under moral obligation to split the loot.
He is.
um,
And I will touch myself inappropriately and become fully healed.
Also, I noticed that barrels over there is misspelled.
oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be barrows, not barrels.
Those don't look like barrows to me.
Well, nothing looks like that they're supposed to be.
The columns look reasonably okay.
So you have this warrant.
Yes.
And so what do you want to do from here?
I mean, he's gonna die. There's not really much we can do about that unless someone has an idea.
So obviously somebody wanted him dead.
Probably multiple somebodies. Probably this dude's entire house probably wants him dead, if that's what this means.
So possibly family got mixed up in his family's murder, basically, of him.
Also, I noticed that Constance said that her parents normally don't deal with drow, but this one was definitely dealing.
You believe that with some time and he will eventually recover.
Okay, so just keep him safe for now, so we can figure out what the hell his thing is.
So he's gonna live? Okay.
Yeah.
I would give him the wanted poster thing. Let him know that he's wanted.
Oh, we'll show him next chance he gets. He may or may not know about it already.
Like I said, he's not awake right now, but you can certainly leave it with him if you want.
No, we'll keep it on our. I think we should keep it on our person.
Okay. All right.
Evidence. Keep the evidence.
Just staple it to one of the pustules on his forehead.
I don't have a stapler.
Damn it.
That's your objection?
So you hop out. As you walk past, you see a large sack that wasn't in the area earlier.
Wait, what area?
In the basement. As you guys are, I guess I'm assuming if you guys aren't going to do anything else down here, you guys are going to go walk back up to the house and talk to.
Well,
yeah, I was like, where the hell did Constance go?
Right.
She has not been really doing anything. She's still sitting in the corner with the drow.
So is she basically just gibbering in fear? Or
she's just trying to hide this whole time?
Yeah, she's pretty much been trying to hide.
I let her know it's sort of safe now.
Yeah, you do that.
I comfort her.
Okay.
Make a comfort check.
Hang on 1 second.
$19.
She is comforted.
Good job.
and it's double stitched even.
Mm-hmm.
I like me a nice comforter. Anyways.
Okay, so she comes back and she's breathing heavily and she has no idea what's going on, but she says thank you so much for helping. I don't know what he did wrong, but he certainly hasn't done anything. The Aziz hasn't done anything to us. He's helped us.
As far as we know,
he's worked with my parents, and I don't have any reason to think he's done something wrong.
I tell him what we found out. I tell her what we found out. Yeah. Apparently, the only thing he did wrong is leave without permission.
Well, you see, when you're a Druish prince and you leave during
she doesn't really know anything about the culture or anything like that about drow. So I mean, to her that doesn't make any sense.
All I know is
Men are second-class citizens in Drow society.
Yeah.
So
Would I know that?
Say what?
Would I know that? Could I roll history?
Would you know what?
About Drow.
Probably not.
I mean, have you ever had any experience with drow? I mean, I would be hard pressed to say you know much about them if you
I would
don't know.
probably be relatively aware of them, also as being nobility, because we probably had run-ins against them, probably even
Yeah,
skirmishes.
Yezu might know something, but you are just going to
They
know
only-
they're a
Elves and
threat.
drow tend to go to war
They-
with each other quite
As
often.
far as practical encounters, though, drow only come to the surface once every few decades.
So I don't know that
You should
we're
do
gonna
raid.
get much information, but so anyways, so she goes on to say, I appreciate you help and I appreciate you helping, but the thing that I need the most is to keep my parents' death secret and keep the red plumes from taking the farm.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming back tomorrow morning and I don't know what to do. They are we have
What
not
were they
been
demanding?
we're supposed to have
He mentioned 8
We're-
barrels of dye.
we're supposed to
Thought it
have
was 5.
all these barrels of dye for them, but we don't have it ready yet. We with my parents gone, with my parents dead, it's just we can't produce it the way they were. I don't know what to do.
All right, well, we'll all take our shoes off and cue the die-making musical montage.
I'll play. I'll let you guys do all that.
So
I
Tell
am
us more
not
about these red
dying
plumes.
for this girl, just saying.
How often do the red plumes come around here?
so you guys are going to help make dye to help.
I'm gonna keep
I'll give you
asking questions.
So
Well,
I mean, no, seriously. At this point, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to
Who-
just walk away?
Take a
Do you
short
wanna help
rest.
her in some way?
Take a short rest.
Vegetation.
who your parents were directly or the only ones responsible for making the dye? Was there anyone else who has any experience?
It's not that my parents were directly responsible. They certainly do it, but it's more of a. I have all these people working, but I don't know how to manage them or figure out the right way. I've tried making and I don't know if I'm getting the mixtures wrong. We've made some and we end up having bad batches because they're not getting. We're having all kinds of issues. I don't
Your
have
parents
any.
keep any kind of documentation?
They did, but I've tried going through it and I like I said, we're making dye. It's not that we're not making any dye, but we're not making it fast enough to keep up with what they're demanding.
So you need more workers.
We need help. We
They
need
need
more workers, or
management.
we need either more workers or we need more time. The red plumes are not helping are pressuring us to provide this, and they're not giving us any room to work. So we either need help or we need more time.
What is the terms of their agreement?
We have to deliver them 8 barrels of dye in the morning, or they're going to take my farm.
Well, no, that's what they told you today, but what are the actual terms?
That's it.
How many times have they come by before?
They come by regularly. They're from Hillsfar. They come and make demands of us regularly.
Even when your
So-
parents were working here?
Yes.
So they come by and they provided this demand and they gave you a time frame. So you're saying that at the time they gave you this time frame to have these barrels ready by tomorrow, but 3 days is enough to throw you completely off schedule?
Well, it's not. They didn't make. I don't remember. Who made the demands. They just came up with this 8 barrels tomorrow. We're supposed to have that tomorrow, and I don't have enough in stock to provide them. They came by regularly in the past. They just told me this today.
So your parents probably kept records. Let's find out what their demands actually are, because this seems like they're trying to pressure you into basically giving up the farm for 8 barrels because you can't make them in that time frame. And they know that.
whether or not their demands are reasonable or not, they're coming back tomorrow.
Right.
They are coming back tomorrow, and I will defend the law to the best of my ability. And if they are attempting to break the law by pressuring you into providing these
You don't
barrels
understand.
against
They are the law. They are the law of this area.
They are.
So just to give you some so the Red Plumes are the army of Hillsfar's first lord.
Right.
They were basically used. They're basically being used as a military force in the area. They are being used by the first lord, Turin Nomerthel, to enforce the great law of humanity both within the city and the area surrounding it. They are often considered a little more than officially sanctioned bullies, but Hillsfar is wealthy, and they are well equipped, and there are a lot of them.
Well, I mean,
I know I'm not technically in the game, but can I offer a suggestion anyway?
No.
I'm sorry. No?
I
That's
noticed
fine.
that the letter from the Harpers does specifically mention the authorities from Hillsfar.
all right, let's look at this letter again.
It
I
does
mean,
suggest
what I'm
avoiding-
seeing is here we can either help her make more dye, or we can stop the soldiers when they come back.
Right.
Those are options A and B.
Those
You
are
can try both. Work on thy now, and then kill the soldiers if you don't have enough.
or at least try to talk them off or something. Because we don't
Well,
want to attract too much attention from them by killing them all.
If we help you out in making the dye, will we be able to complete the amount of dye that you require before tomorrow?
If you all help, I think yes, we could probably get enough together to make it.
Oh, great.
Okay. So we shall attempt that, and meanwhile, we shall also attempt to bolster your defenses, because I do not believe that they will be satisfied even if you do provide them with the dye.
I suspect this as well.
All right. So everyone who wants to assist making and helping with the dye,
Yes.
go ahead and make an athletics check.
Awesome.
I will play
crap.
music
You
and
can
help them.
you can do athletics or nature.
Yeah.
Frick!
I'm probably best not do it.
I don't know. You might do
Okay.
better than we have.
Oh my god.
Yay! I make dyes.
Well, at least a nice guy can do it, right?
I'll do a nature. Nope.
So Golthi, are you contributing to this?
We're about a 4.
Tzeentch.
I mean, if anybody's going to make an athletics check,
Is Tzeentch here?
I don't know. He's logged out of Roll20.
he
Can
does
you guys
not
hear me?
appear to be. No,
Okay. Great.
Hello?
no.
All right.
Hi,
So
Magnus.
you guys managed to make another barrel of dye, so you get her up to 6 barrels.
That's not bad.
If you would like to, let's see. All right. So we'll say
Hey,
you
wait a
guys.
second.
What?
Some of you guys should have run your bardic inspiration.
I don't think
Yezu?
a Bardic Inspiration... Actually, no. I didn't get Bardic Inspiration. Also, it's not going to help me with a 1.
Yezu?
I didn't realize I still had it.
Yeah, you still had it. You never used it.
I mean, we didn't say he succeeded or failed, so we don't know the result necessarily. Or, well, we only just now got the result.
So does Walker have one as well?
No?
Do you
Walker
have
doesn't
any?
have one.
Do you have any?
Renault used it for his... No, he didn't use it.
I rolled an 18. I didn't need it.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you have any more inspiration left?
No.
Okay.
Tzeentch has the other inspiration. Then
Do you get?
I cannot
Tell you
give
what,
it to myself.
Hey, wait.
I'll roll. I'll roll for him since he's I don't know where he is. He has a athletics +5. So
Should say he is raging.
He's gonna make the. Hey, at least it's
Rage
red
against
dye,
So
so it still
so
works.
he rages making die. And Haki, are you going to add 1d6 to your roll?
Yeah, sure.
There
Plus
we go.
4, 13.
All right. So you guys end up making enough dye. You guys end up making 8 barrels of dye, enough for her to provide the red plumes when they come.
All right,
So
we
you-
rest here.
So you guys, she offers you to rest in the morning and appreciates you sticking around to provide her some security when the red plumes come in the morning.
I take her
I'm
up on
gonna
this
check
offer.
out that extra bag, by the way.
Wait, what
that
about?
you
you-
mentioned earlier.
So you are checking the extra bag. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
so when you go over to the bag and you open it,
You do.
Oh,
you
pops
open the top
Magnus.
and you open the top and you see a unconscious gnome wearing the uniform of the Zentarum.
Who? Hey, Yezu, what the hell is Zentarum?
I don't know. They're not from the Underdark.
Oh, shoot.
Can
Anything
I roll a
else to do?
history?
Can I attempt to revive him?
I assume my character is at least somewhat educated, being a bard and a noble.
Yeah, if you want to make a history check.
Yeah,
I am not.
I am really shit. I rolled a 9 total.
You've heard of them before. You think they are describe this. They're
They're giant
fairly
poopy
benign.
heads.
They're fairly benign. They mainly work with mercenaries. And they have a network of resources that they use, but that's about all you know.
What, some kind of mercenary organization?
I relay that.
And Reno, what was that roll for?
Reviving him.
Meds, trying to revive the gnome.
Okay. So you see her look up and she steps out of the sack, introduces herself as Joella. She says, "Oh my God, thank you for getting me out of that bag. I didn't know what was going to happen. I ran across the drow
You mean the Durger?
after my party tried to rob a caravan.
Wait, what drow?
You mean the Durger, right?
No, she ran afoul a drow after a party attempted to rob an underground drow caravan, and a bounty was put on her.
They tried to rob a drow caravan.
Yeah.
I mean, she got away from that.
I was tracked and captured by the Duragar, so
I
I'm
see.
assuming I was being taken back to the drow.
Wow, these guys are overachievers. They're taking back multiple bounties.
Yeah.
I mean, they did all right until they ran to us, I imagine.
Right. So if you guys have no objection, she's going to be on her way, unless you guys want to try to turn her in for a bounty.
I'm gonna insight check on her for bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go to a drow bounty board just for
Anybody's
yeah.
stupid. Anybody's stupid enough to try to rob drow is not going to be able to make up a good story about it.
She's being honest. She says I can vouch for you with the Zentarum.
I turned to Renault and shrugged.
If you let me go.
I see no reason to hold her. She was.
I highly recommend you reconsider your career
choices.
options, but
Right.
yeah, life choices. But
Right.
yeah, I have I see no reason to hold you.
I look at her and
So
shrug.
she leaves and goes on her way. So you guys rest, take a long rest, and in the morning, you all get up, and the red plumes are there, bright and early, for the dye. You guys have spent the morning stacking up the barrels of dye outside.
Mm-hmm.
The red
Can we,
plumes.
can we do the next morning next week?
I mean, so
We're leaving it at cliffhanger.
yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We can. That's fine.
All right, it's midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
All right,
Suddenly, we find out that Belshore is
Finish up.
inside one of the barrels.
we'll
She
we'll
said.
finish up tomorrow, next week. All right.
Yeah, there's a strong chance this will end in a fight. Fight
It depends on what you guys want to do. I mean, I don't know why it would, but if you guys want to start a fight,
They
I
got the
mean-
barrels.
I mean, I'm just expecting them to fight because they didn't really want the barrels. So
We'll
There's
see.
a chance for that, but there's a good chance that they just wanted their 8 barrels that they were promised or something.
Maybe.
Alright.
We'll see.
I could be wrong.
all right. You all have a good night.
Yeah.
You too.
See you next week.